Hello everybody and welcome to John's Ukulele Cafe, my YouTube channel. I'm currently at Drinklings Coffee in Wilmore, Kentucky. What I do is I give ukulele tutorials and playthroughs, mostly of the Daily Ukulele Yellow Book by Jim Beloff. And today we're going to be going through Jingle Bell Rock. Now it is an unseasonably warm day today, and I hope the wind isn't too strong, but I thought what a perfect day to get out here before they close and go through my favorite Christmas song in this book. So today I'm going to teach you how to play the intro, which is not in the book. You'll see that music scrolled on the bottom of the page. And then I'm going to give you some tips on how to play the song Jingle Bell Rock. So if you're near Wilmore, Kentucky, you should come out and check out Drinklings Coffee. They have all kinds of beans that they roast. And they actually won the first annual cold brew competition. I think it was about 5 years ago in Lexington. Definitely got my top vote with the Oxford blend. It's delicious. Makes a really great espresso as well. So cold brew or espresso, I definitely recommend it. So, all right, we're gonna get started here on Jingle Bell Rock. I'm right next to a train, so if there's any trains coming by, I'm gonna pause the video and I'll cut to wherever we're gonna get started. So hope you all enjoy, and let's break down Jingle Bell Rock. We are gonna break down the song Jingle Bell Rock in the Daily Ukulele Yellow Book. I have page 304. This is my favorite Christmas song out of the Daily Ukulele Yellow Book. And originally the song is in the key of C, but they've chosen to be in the key of G. So I'm gonna break down the intro with you first, and how that would have been in the key of C is up here. We're going to move that same shape down to the land of G, because just like the guitar, the ukulele is a transposing instrument, and that's very handy because it's the same shapes that you have even if you're in the key of G. So I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a second. Alright, so we're going to make this shape first. I'm also going to scroll the music on the very bottom of the page so you can follow along the sheet music and the tab. And I'm doing everything as down strums here. I'm not doing any up strums with my fingers at all. So I'm going to break this down for you. We're on fret 2 and 3. I think the whole key to the beginning of this is leaving the middle finger anchored down, no matter what. No matter what you're doing until we get to the D chord at the end. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. 3, 4. And then at this point, you're going to remove all fingers but the middle finger. We're on 2 and 3 here. And then you're going to slide up. And then you're going to do a little half bend. I'm going to be very careful not to overbend because the Aquila red strings are known to snap when you bend them too much. And we're going to go back. We're going to go open. There it is. And then we're going to make a D shape. I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to use my pointer finger to play this D chord instead of all 3 fingers. It's just going to make it a lot faster for us. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm going to break it down as we go. We have this. We drop it down to fret 2, which is just a pointer finger fretting. Back to where we are. Add the pinky. Bring down the pointer finger. Then slide up. Bend, back to fret 2, open, and then I make a D chord because we can't go down low enough to suit the chord, the 2 notes that we need to make it happen. So this is a little modification. It's a little different than the original. So what does it sound like all together at speed? I'll go a little under speed so you can do it with me. 3, 4. 4, last part. Okay, and there goes the intro of Jingle Bell Rock. Amazon truck pulled by, so I apologize for the extra sound, but that's the way it goes when you're filming on location. You're gonna get some louder sounds. All right, the next part of this video is going to help you break down the chords. Now, I'm going to do this probably a little bit differently than textbook, because to me this is what feels the best and what makes the most sense. I'm going to add some things to the page if you're ready for that. If not, you could just stick with exactly what's on there. But I feel like really the music lies between the chords, and including some of the melody inside of the chords as well. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so our first chord you could set up like this as a G chord, typical 3-finger G chord. I know Jim has talked about doing G chord with the middle, ring, and pinky. You could do that also, but I actually like to use a bar chord. I like to use a bar G on this one, which means you're going to fret the pointer finger over the first 3 strings on the 2nd fret, and then I'm going to add a middle finger to fret 3, string 2. So it comes out like this. Okay. And then on beat 3, if you remove that pointer or the middle finger, we're now including the F sharp in that measure. Jingle bell, jingle bell. And then next, instead of going to a G7, I'm going to go to a G6. Jingle bell rock. You hear I included this E note within that G chord? Jingle bell rock. Let's try that together. 3, 4. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock, jingle bell. And this sets you up very, very well to do the G sharp diminished chord next. Okay. Again, I'm gonna cheat it, and I'm gonna bar the 1st fret, all the strings on this G sharp diminished. Okay. The textbook way to do this would be pointer middle, ring pinky. Okay. At this point, in the lowest part of the neck, you're probably okay to make these sounds without any buzzing. If I try to do a bar diminished chord up here, it probably wouldn't sound so good, but we're down at the very bottom, which allows us to get a nice clear sound still. Okay, let's recap from the top. 3, 4. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock, jingle bell swing and jing. Okay, we're now on the 2nd line. Okay, we're on the A minor. Jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing, and bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop. Pretty self-explanatory. We're just going between A minor and D. I'm using my middle and my ring. Okay, now we're to a chord that I get a lot of questions about, the D+. Has anyone gotten a D+ before? In this case, it's a good thing. It's going to sound sophisticated. So you can do it exactly the way it's written by doing your pointer finger on fret 1, middle and ring on fret 2, and then pinky's gonna go on fret 3. Sounds like that. Do it again. All right, or you can make it a little easier on yourself. Don't include the pinky, and make sure you only strum the first 3 strings. Don't hit the open G. You wouldn't want that. It's not going to be the same chord. Okay, so if you have a hard time getting your pinky up here, really, and it doesn't really make it that much fuller of a sound by including the pinky, because we already have that note here on string 1. Okay, so that takes care of the beginning until the very, very first ending. Let's play through it. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock, jingle bell swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing and bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, and we go back to the top, right? And we take it through to the 2nd ending. I'll just do that again. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock, jingle bell chime and jingle bell time, dancing and prancing and jingle bell square. A7, pointer finger, and the frosty D7 air. Now, is there a smoother way to get from G to G7? Yes, there is. I do the G. I do the G major 7 here, and I go to G7 next. So, okay, anything that's going to move in a stepwise progression is going to really be cool and fun to do in a song like this one. It's jazz. Even though it says it's rock, they're jazzy chords. So, one time of year, that everyone listens to jazz and they don't even know it is Christmas. And I won't even pretend like I came up with that quote. I believe that was a James Hill quote. We're now into the next part of the song, and all right, we're gonna start on What a Bright. So we're on C. What a bright time. It's the C sharp diminished. Right time to rock the night away. This is an addition for me. I would go to G7. Away. Jingle, just to make it more colorful. To rock the night away. You can even do rock the night away. Did you catch what I did? G major 7, G7, G6. You can get fancy with this, or you can keep it simple. Okay, and guess what? A G6 is the same thing as an E minor 7. That's coming up next. Jingle bell time is a swell time. Okay, we're going to a D7, and I stop and I make a staccato D7. To go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Optional. You can do the bass line walk down if you want to before Giddy Up, Jingle Horse. This is a lot like the very beginning. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. E7, mix and a mingle and a jingle. New chord. You're going to use your pointer finger to bar the 3rd fret for the C minor. Jingle and B. A7. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell rock. So a fun little tip here at the end. If you're ready to go to the next level on the A7. I don't know if you heard in the original. Da-da. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell rock. If you wait a little bit before you hit that A7, adds a little bit more spice to that chord, the A7, before it gets there. All right, so I'm hoping to give you guys a little bit of help, or just ways to make this more fun than the textbook version of the song. Just little tips to play between the chords. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the very, very ending of the song. So just like the beginning of the song, you had, so you go between that G chord, we're going up here, and then you're gonna go down to the, except this time we're gonna go to the G chord instead. So 1. And then I go to, which should be a G6, as far as I know, on fret 7. All right. Works pretty good. Sounds like a G chord, but just a little bit spicier. All right, so I think that takes care of most of the tutorial as far as strumming goes, and the intro and the outro. I've included the sheet music for you at the end of the solo sections. So I hope you have fun, and my next portion of the video will be a run through of the tune. Hope you enjoy. 2, 1, 2, 3.
Jingle bell,
Alright, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you really enjoyed, and I hope I gave you some good tips to play between the chords. This next year I'm really excited about for the channel, and I would love to do a coffee tour where I'm at in Kentucky, and I'll do some tutorials like I did at Carabello and at Drinklings today. I haven't done one at Purdy's yet, so I'll probably do that and then maybe go on a coffee tour. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and really looking forward to doing some great tunes and tutorials this year, growing the channel and helping you guys out become better ukulele players, me included. Have a great day and enjoy this weather. If where you're at is nice and warm, it feels like a summer day today, so take care.